If you could start over after 60, would you choose to live in a rush or with calm? While in the West, many people race against time, in Japan, thousands of elders quietly show that longevity is built in a different way. They follow simple habits, yet so powerful that they transform not only the body, but also the mind and the heart. And the first one may seem obvious, but it's exactly where the difference lies. Did you know that in Japan, many seniors begin their day walking even before the sun rises? For them, it's not just a form of exercise, but a ritual of presence. They walk slowly, without hurry, noticing the flowers, feeling the wind, greeting neighbors. Every step is an invitation to live in the now, instead of running against the clock. The result? Less stress, more vitality, and a clear mind, even after 80. This practice, often described as a kind of moving meditation, strengthens the heart, keeps legs agile, and improves breathing. Unlike in the West, where we walk with headphones and urgency, the Japanese walk in silence and awareness. The body grows stronger, but the soul also finds calm. Studies show that this simple routine is directly linked to longevity and the low incidence of chronic diseases among the elderly in Japan. And what's most curious is that, for them, every walk is unique. A glance at the sky, the smell of rain, or a neighbor's smile become little treasures along the path. This deep connection with the present makes all the difference in how they age. But walking is only the beginning, because even the way they eat holds a powerful secret. Did you know that in Japan there's an ancient custom where no one begins a meal without first giving thanks? The word is itadakimasu, which means I receive with gratitude. This simple gesture completely changes their relationship with food. They don't eat on autopilot, but turn each meal into a ritual of respect. And this detail may be one of the secrets to living longer and better. The practice goes beyond words. Dishes are small, colorful, and balanced. The principle of hara hachi bu teaches to stop eating when the body is 80% full, avoiding excess. The traditional Japanese diet values fresh vegetables, fish, whole grains, and fermented foods like miso and natto. All of this strengthens digestion, regulates weight, and keeps the body in balance for decades. It's not just food, it's silent discipline in every bite. What's fascinating is that even in simple meals, the table is treated as a sanctuary. Eating slowly, without distractions, nourishes not only the body, but also the mind and relationships. This way of eating extends vitality and strengthens family bonds. But Japanese care doesn't end at the table. It extends to the whole body, treated like a sacred garden that needs daily attention. Have you ever thought about the fact that many Japanese over 80 still wake up early to stretch in parks and plazas? For them, staying active doesn't mean heavy training or strict diets. The body is seen as an old garden, needing daily care and patience to bloom. Every gentle movement, every deep breath is a way of nourishing it. And this perspective completely changes their relationship with aging. Instead of crowded gyms and exhausting routines, they practice light exercises like radio taiso, walking, and gardening. Even bathing in thermal waters called onsen is a ritual of purification and relaxation. No rush, no competition, only respect for the body's natural rhythm. This constant care improves circulation, prevents pain, and maintains mobility, allowing them to live independently into advanced ages. What's most impressive is that, by treating the body kindly, they also strengthen the mind. Being in touch with nature, caring for a small garden, or simply sitting in silence creates balance and serenity. This is the secret behind the vitality that amazes the world. But the body isn't everything, because in Japan they also know the soul must be nourished, and that's where life's true beauty lies. Did you know that in Japan, even a cracked teacup or a faded flower are seen as treasures? This perspective comes from wabi-sabi, the philosophy that finds beauty in simplicity, in imperfection, and in aging. For Japanese elders, every wrinkle is a mark of history, not of weakness. They understand that the value of life isn't in looking young, but in living with dignity. And in this detail, the spirit finds peace. But it's not only in contemplation that they grow stronger. Social connections play a central role. They walk together, cook in groups, share stories, and even practice collective exercises. This support network ensures they never feel lonely or useless. On the contrary, they remain active in the community, passing on knowledge and reinforcing their life purpose, the famous ikigai. This exchange keeps the mind sharp and the heart light. In the end, it's not just about living more years, but living each of them better. The simple beauty of everyday life, looking at the sky, preparing tea, laughing with friends, becomes fuel for a full longevity. It's this nourishment of the soul that makes the golden years so valuable in Japan. And perhaps most inspiring of all is how they manage to transform each added year into a new beginning. Did you know that in Japan, there's a philosophy called kaizen, which means continuous improvement? It's not only applied to work or companies, but also to personal life. For Japanese elders, each day is a chance to learn something new, however small. It's not about drastic changes, but about small steps that, over time, transform the way they age. This habit keeps the mind always active, learning a recipe, tending to a bonsai, practicing calligraphy, or even exploring a new technology. These small daily victories reinforce the sense of usefulness and purpose. Instead of seeing age as a limit, they embrace it as an opportunity for growth. This strengthens not only the brain, but also self-confidence and motivation to keep going. The most inspiring part is that this philosophy teaches that it's never too late to start again. The secret isn't in great achievements, but in cultivating the discipline of small advances. And that's how, step by step, they build a long life full of meaning. Because in the end, longevity is not a destination. It's a journey of constant renewal. The truth is, you don't need to live in Japan to adopt these habits. Walking calmly, eating with gratitude, treating the body like a garden, nourishing the spirit, and seeking small daily improvements are choices possible anywhere in the world. Each of them is simple, but together they form a philosophy of life that turns aging into art. The Japanese teach us that longevity doesn't depend only on years on the calendar, but on how we fill each day. Youth may be fleeting, but vitality comes from within, from how we care for the mind, the body, and the connections that keep us alive inside. The secret isn't racing against time, but walking alongside it. And maybe this is the most beautiful lesson of all. Every new year can be a beginning, not a burden. Old age doesn't need to be an end, but a chapter of fullness, serenity, and purpose. Tomorrow isn't built in haste, but with small conscious steps today. So, the question is, which of these habits will you start practicing first?